So this is the Maroons and Green game coming up next.
Yeah, let's get it right this time.
Always fun to watch the Maroons play.
Maroons in green. Then we're going to have
Reunion in red.
Reunion on red.
So Reunion's a bit of a mixed team. A couple of Queensland players.
Yes.
Brock used to be Albury, now it's Queensland.
Yeah.
Griffo is from New South Wales as well now. Used to be Queensland. So
Yeah.
a big mix of
It's like
states
all,
coming in.
all the Queenslanders that have moved away coming back together.
Yeah.
So they can play again.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Who's our third team?
Storm. So it's a Queensland mashup.
Right, yeah.
Maroons, Reunion, and Storm.
So Maroons are seeded to be the stronger team here, which makes a big
Yeah.
difference when it's teams they played against as well.
For sure.
They're expected to do better. They're expected to know all of the tricks they're going to pull out.
Yeah.
And anything can happen. I think a Reunion, Maroons haven't necessarily played against this team before.
Yeah.
So they might be able to pull out some stuff. There's a lot of experience with like Guinea, Cougar in that team.
For sure.
They might try and pull something really interesting. Could be a good game to watch. Just to see what Reunion do at least. Have you played against Reunion yet?
I don't think we have. I think it's one of the teams that have kind of like slipped through.
Yeah.
We haven't really versed them.
You don't play everyone in the first
Yeah.
seeding thing, I think.
I've watched them play a fair bit.
Yeah.
And they definitely, I feel like it's the same kind of style as Renegades. They have like really good players that know what they're doing individually. It's
Yeah.
just dependent on how they put themselves together. Will determine like their result.
They're all really good players.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they're that kind of weird combination, they need to kind of learn how each other play a bit more, get
Yeah.
used to it. Yeah, learn how to work together as a team. Then they're going to be really strong if they do manage to sort that out.
Oh, wow. Very aggressive push out of green and red straight away.
Do you think it's a dump? I don't think I'd be anyone in Green base.
It's definitely one in the box
Yeah,
of green,
nice.
which I think might be Lobo.
That would have been a really strong base for them early on for the leg.
Yeah, so green's hitting blue pretty hard and blue's hitting red. And then green's kind of been left alone for now. Lots of denials going off in the first part of the game. Foots are getting denied by 2 shots and the leg denied 2 shots.
That could slow the Maroons down a bit.
Yeah.
Definitely puts Reunion in a good start compared to the other two. So I don't think Maroons have been training that much either, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Not compared to like Spartans.
Yeah, for sure.
Other really, really serious teams anymore. The Storm does manage to pick up the first base. Big Red. Oh no. Rod. I think that's one of their newer players.
A lot of reds. So Reunion around blue. Holding that pretty tight. See if they go for anything. Got 2 under the nice. So Storm's doing fairly well because they're cracking through red bases, which is good because they've got red defense, but they've also got a couple of Maroons hanging. So they've definitely got a fair bit of control right there.
Do you think because the other teams think they're a bit less of a threat maybe with the newer players,
Yeah.
that they're focusing on each other a bit more, maybe letting Blue slip through the cracks and assuming they'll get more bases later on?
Yeah, they could.
Oh, huge denial. Is 0-2 Ivor?
I would say so, yeah. I believe that's a recheck card.
Yeah, good. He hasn't played, he's been a bit injured for a while, but he seems to be moving pretty quick through that green base. Hopefully he's doing a bit better now.
I've versed him a few times and he's definitely like bouncing around.
Yeah.
So he's definitely probably in the later stages of recovery. But
Green sitting pretty quietly, patiently waiting in that box. I think we just cleared the base. He comes the take and knowledge denial.
good denials.
0-2 again. Really
Fine.
putting in that hard work.
Fine green base, that like heavy denial base.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's you never feel comfortable in there.
Yeah. Like you can get far back in the box, but then you can't see anything.
Yeah, for sure.
People can just kind of blindside you, or you can look out. But either way you look, you're open to the other side.
Yeah. So those bases, that's really hard to play, and it's kind of rough, but it's just enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's good to have
I enjoy it a lot.
a base. I feel like for Worlds, like being a Worlds player yourself, it's probably kind of similar. Of like a lot of that, like dueling outside.
Yeah, there's a lot of dueling outside in this base. 2 bases going down. On to the third, possibly.
There you go. All 3.
A nice pace cycle. Everyone swapped around a bit again.
Marowns are 2 bases down, but they're kind of creeping up on a pack point lead.
Yeah.
Which means if they're getting their bases later, they're going to slowly creep up.
Those denials are helping as well.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
not as much of a packet lead as I would have expected at this point.
Yeah.
Storm's definitely doing a lot better than I expected. Really holding their own against these 2 very, very strong teams. Red player taking green base. Now we just need a blue base to go down to complete the cycle again.
Happened a couple of games ago with Mushu on stream. It was like all 3 went down. About a minute later, all 3 went down.
That's Butzer taking the his second base there in blue. The Butzer's got 2. He might swap back, or do you think he'll just try and push the other players on his team through bases now?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
So this is a 5th base from Storm. They got a good mix of reds and greens so far, so they can still get opportunities for bases in the other 2.
We've got Rod and the Leg both done now.
Yeah.
Interesting to see where they go. Hopefully swapping out
Like,
somewhere.
I think the Leg is really their power player.
Yeah,
Rod's
for
one of
sure.
their newer players, so he's done really well to get through the bases. Big Red's very strong in defense. They got some options here. So we got some questions in chat here. What is Wolfpack?
What
Can
is
you answer what is Wolf?
I don't know. There's like they're not Wolfpack anymore, but they're definitely still like powerful. Got like a good switch up with Lakio not playing anymore.
So he's just retired, has he? Totally out.
I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Like,
But
I don't know.
I feel like he's just not. I don't know. He's not playing comp as of this point. Instead, they've picked up Jimmy or Falcon.
Yeah.
And he's like definitely a good replacement.
Yeah, he is.
He's up there. He's very quick. He's good in defense.
Only gonna get better as well the more he
Yeah.
plays with these guys.
For sure.
So to answer what is Wolfpack, they're one of the strongest Australian teams here. Probably going to be top 3,
100%. Yeah.
get a podium in this tournament. Where is GP? We assume somewhere in Finland.
In lockdown. For a
Yeah,
while.
possibly in lockdown.
We can't.
Maybe playing laser tag. We're not sure. But they're not here in Australia playing this tournament, unfortunately. Sure they're to be.
And we're not over there.
We're not over there. Is this paintball? Another question in the chat.
It's definitely not.
It's not.
It's definitely not paintball. I love the conversation with laser tag players about the difference between paintball and laser tag. They're like, "Why don't you do paintball?" And I say, "There's no reason." Like,
I mean, I play paintball and laser tag.
Yeah.
Both have their pros and cons.
I think-
Similar in some ways, but very, very different.
I think the biggest difference between laser tag and paintball is that, like, with paintball, the size of your target changes, whenever you play laser tag, like no matter how big or small, the pack is the same size.
Yeah.
So there's still a difference, but you don't have that like.
But it's the same. Like if I'm poking around a wall, you can only see a tiny bit of my
Yeah.
shoulder. It's the same as if I'm poking around. It's a tiny bit of like my painful.
Yeah.
You know, there does kind of play the same in some situations.
Yeah. It's definitely not like we frown upon pain.
It's a lot more denials picking up. Storm's still
Storm's definitely
well in the lead.
taking away.
It's getting 3 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, 3 minutes left. I think Reunion and
15K points up.
Marowns,
They're just butting heads, you reckon,
Yeah.
and focusing each other too much.
which is interesting because I feel like Marowns can definitely do like a lot better. So
Yeah.
you got to ask, like, are they really trying? Or are they like testing?
Yeah.
Testing different strategies.
Oh, Big Red got warned. I didn't see what happened there. So we played against Storm and Wolfpack before,
Yeah.
and we absolutely just focused on Wolfpack.
Yeah.
And Storm got the first place. So we underestimated them a bit. Wolfpack definitely was having a bit of a hard time. Probably.
Yeah.
Was focusing on us a bit more. I'm not sure. Yeah, they got that game as well. So they're definitely doing something right.
Yeah, for sure.
Taking advantage of the opportunity, if nothing else.
And it's definitely, again, like still a good combination of players.
So a very close game between second and third here for Reunion and Marowns. Which is not for first place, which is what I would have thought would have happened.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's like, is it 21 or 20?
20 teams. I think there's supposed to be 21 and
Yeah.
we lost someone, so it's
Yeah.
20. But I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, we did. We lost the Wagga Wagga team.
Okay.
The Wagga team.
So many denials in this game.
There you go.
Another-
Another denial.
Everywhere we look.
Ibo under red.
Yep.
Nice and safe.
So that gives them a bit of an advantage coming into the last minute and a half of the game over Reunion. From those packets ahead. Things could all just change right now. That's Storm more of a lead for them.
So
They're pretty secure right now.
red looks very quiet. The only person I'm seeing there is Cougar, who's just walked down the ramp.
Yep.
So if Maroons pick up on that, they've still got,
Well, Kit Kat on Storm still needs red as well.
yeah, it's definitely
She just got a
opportunity.
denial, so she's still defending. On Dark Passion. Pretty solid for a new player.
Oh,
Ooh. I looked close. I saw some long arms running through red just there.
the Storm's definitely pulled away. With about 40 seconds left, they're on 9 bases.
They've got someone under their base, which always helps to defend.
Definitely think you could easily say that that's locked in.
Yeah.
Which is a good.
Well, Reunion
really good
theoretically could still get this last base, but yeah, Storm's definitely locked in first, which is awesome. 9 bases for them. That's
Dark Passion
got wiped, and Ivo picks up his second base, putting him in first place now. So he was smashing denials at home, getting a lot of packets, and now has both bases. So he's playing really well. He must be feeling better. We didn't come back with a dump in the last 1 minute. Apparently not.
Yeah, and
was
it did
possible,
seem like
yeah.
Reunion had left their defense.
Yep.
Which is probably like
They did
understood
get a
everyone.
base in the last minute, but Marowns did as well. So it wasn't enough. What a mix-up. Storm in first place.
You know, jump to
Marowns in
4-3.
second. If you're sick of not seeing the 5x3 as well, apparently you can see it on Facebook on a separate
Yeah.
screen.
Have both of them on.
That's the recommended way to watch. 5x3 on one screen and then this stream on the other screen.